Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Paige if this is your first time joining me, and today, or should I say tonight, we are going to be doing a skincare video, a skincare episode, a skincare block party. We're doing a skincare block party because bitches be stressed. This is not anything new. And I feel like my skin has honestly improved a lot in texture and appearance since I started giving a fuck about what I was using. I do want to start off this video by describing my personal skin type so that way everyone kind of gets a gist of how these products might work for you based on your skin type. I would definitely say that I have combination skin. I would say that it is dehydrated and not dry. So if you don't know the difference between the two, because they sound exactly the same, I would just look it up on YouTube and you'll see, you'll understand. I drink a lot of coffee. This shit is dehydrated. She's not flaky, she's just dehydrated. I don't have a lot of acne as of right now. I do get like sebaceous filaments in my like T-zone a lot, so not necessarily blackheads, although I get those every now and again. Prior to this routine that I've been doing, my skin was pretty congested. Skincare concerns for me personally, and that I'm trying to target with this routine, are definitely like exfoliation, because as I mentioned, I have a congested skin type. I would also say redness and acne, but not necessarily like cystic, really painful red acne. I don't get that often. I do get maskne, and that's definitely something that I'm trying to target, but I wouldn't liken that to acne that I know other people struggle with. So those are my top concerns. Also like fine lines, but I'm still learning actives. So I don't have things like retinol in my routine yet, and I'm just trying to slowly introduce these things. Also, I'm not a skincare professional.
If that wasn't obvious, it's obvious now.
First things first, I do like to double cleanse. So I'll use like a cleansing balm. I feel like that works really well for me because my skin tends to be a little bit more dehydrated. The two cleansing balms that I kind of rotate between, just because I had one previously that I'm still using, is the Clinique Take the Day Off Balm. She looks disgusting, but only because I love her, and that's a blanket statement. And then I have Albolene, which is super underrated. I will say though that this Clinique Take the Day Off Balm washes off a lot easier. If you really don't like having a film feeling on your skin, I might not recommend this. But I do double cleanse, so honestly it doesn't really bother me personally. So there's no fragrance in either of these, which is great. I tend to look for products with no fragrance. I'm not like a fragrance Nazi, but I do prefer products with no fragrance because I used to use makeup wipes like religiously, and those had a lot of fragrance and my skin became very sensitive. So I try not to use things with fragrance. Also, sometimes these brands be going ham with the fragrance and it's just too damn much. Like, that shit give me a headache. So I tend to not use fragrance. When I double cleanse, I throw this hair up. I get her the fuck out of my face because she just can't be there. She is a nuisance. She is a pest. For hygienic reasons, I use this little spatula because Lord knows where my fingers have been, and I scoop out some Albolene. Also, I'm a little bit of a germaphobe, so I tend to wash my hands before I start touching my face because, like I said, like, where have my hands been all day? Also, I don't want the pastaroni. I do not want that coated roni, so we're cleanly up in this house. So I take my little spatula worth of Albolene or Clinique, and then I just warm it up in my hands and I put it all over my face. I don't really like the feeling of either of these products on, oh, her eyebrows said goodbye. I don't like the feeling of either of these products on my eyelashes, so I don't use them there. I only wear like mascara that is like water soluble. And that works for me, so I don't really have like great eye makeup removers or mascara removers for you.
Sorry.
But basically, I just kind of melt this into my skin and massage my makeup off. The two moisturizers that I've been using in rotation, depending on how much makeup I'm wearing or how much gunk I feel is on my skin, or just, you know, what I need, is the CeraVe Renewing SA Cleanser. I have my glasses off, so if none of this is in focus, sorry y'all. This is also the CeraVe Hydrating Cream to Foam Cleanser. But this is the one that removes makeup, because there are two different types of this and one does not remove makeup. It's more of just like a creamy cleanser. So I like either of these, honestly. If I feel like my skin's a little bit more congested and I'm not doing any actives that night, then I'm going to use this SA cleanser because I do have sebaceous filaments, and salicylic acid is good for dissolving the oil, the excess oil that creates sebaceous filaments. But like I said, if I feel like I've just got a shitload of makeup on, I want to get all of it off, and I'm probably doing some sort of like exfoliating acid with all of this, then I'm going to use this CeraVe wash. I like to use a makeup eraser cloth because fuck makeup wipes. They are terrible for the environment, they're terrible for your skin, and I just don't heck with them. They are Garbagio. They are Garbaggio. And it's just nice when you're in the shower and you really want to take off your eye makeup without tugging harshly at your skin. I feel like this does a really good job, for me at least, getting off excess makeup. Today, I'm honestly feeling like I'm going to do an active, so I'm going to use this one today, the CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser. I'll hop in the shower, come out, and then I will see you guys soon, so that way we can do some actives, some moisturizing, some self-care, because skincare is self-care. See you in a minute. Alright friends, now we are back, and it's on to the next step. I really like this CeraVe Hydrating Micellar Water. There's always a lot of residue to get rid of, even though I really don't wear a lot of makeup in general. And I think this is actually a really effective cleansing water. I don't use it around my eyes. I don't know why, but it just makes me kind of nervous. I'll use like the Albolene or the Clinique balm on my eyes instead of this. But this is a no rinse formula, so you're just going to leave it on your skin. The reason why, from my understanding, this is formulated without a lot of surfactants that other products like the Garnier Micellar Water have. So it's a little bit safer to leave on your skin, and it's not going to leave any sort of like disgusting residue that makes you break out later. It also has niacinamide and I believe hyaluronic acid. So those are the reasons that you would leave this on your skin and not rinse it off. I know we care about the environment, but I just need like one cotton round, I swear, just one. And this should be enough, maybe two if I put sunscreen, if I remembered to put sunscreen on my neck and my chest. Just so that way I know I'm not gonna, I think you can see around here somewhere, I have like a zit scar. That just sounded ugly. I have a zit scar. I have an acne mark from a pimple because I did not take off all of my sunscreen on my chest. And that is, sunscreening my chest is something that I recently started to do. I just turned 23, literally yesterday, but I started when I was 22. Sunscreening my neck and my chest because I feel like what's the point of having beautiful, smooth skin on your face and then someone looks down 2 inches and sees that you wrinkled as hell on your neck and your chest and you got all these damn sunspots. So we gotta, you know, treat our skin equally. Sometimes I don't even wait for that to dry completely. I really try to target my skin with actives when it's moist, not wet, but moist, because I feel like they penetrate better. So my active that I've been using, I actually have a few that I'm not gonna go into in this video. This is just like, girl, this is my nighttime skincare. Okay, this is the Ordinary Lactic Acid 10% plus hyaluronic acid. Hopefully it focuses and you can see it. Why did I get the 10%? I don't know. I really could have gotten the 5, but I don't have any issues with the 10%. I actually really like it. So I take this, I put maybe like 3 drops. It just depends how my skin's feeling. I put 3 drops here, one here, and one here onto my skin, and then I rub it in, and then I pat it. And this provides me with some nice gentle exfoliation. I'm gonna work that in. This gives me really dewy, fresh looking skin without making me feel like I got a fucking chemical burn. I go crazy when I start learning about things that I like, and I research the hell out of them. And so I learned about hyaluronic acid being multimolecular in size, and how different sizes of those molecules matter when it comes to penetration of your skin barrier. So if you get really large molecules of hyaluronic acid, it's really only penetrating more surface level, as opposed to if you get a good mix of very small molecules and larger ones, it goes deeper, and it's just all around more effective. So with that being said, I treated myself to this NIOD multimolecular hyaluronic acid complex. This is like a sister brand of The Ordinary, that's my understanding. And honestly, I've seen a really big improvement in my skin's moisture barrier using this, but also in conjunction with other products. I do the same thing with this NIOD, except I put a few drops on my neck and my chest as well. I use this, which is the Versed Dew Point Moisturizing Gel Cream. I use it even after I've taken a shower, honestly, but it's just a good backup if you live somewhere that's really dry. So it's really light, it's really comforting, it's really hydrating, and basically I just put a little bit in my fingers and I apply it everywhere that I put the hyaluronic acid serum. So that way it gives that serum more moisture, more water to draw from. Because what happens if you use hyaluronic acid in a dry environment is it can actually make your skin more dry. And I'm not going to expound upon that. So many rabbit holes I could go into with this video that I'm not going to, but definitely Google that, and that's basically the reasoning as to why I take the extra step to add something that's full of water and hydration on top of my hyaluronic acid. My next step is probably my last, and it's definitely not eye cream. That is one last rabbit hole of information that I'm going to provide you with. You don't need eye cream. It's unnecessary. It's a waste of money. Point blank period. You just don't need it. I retract that statement. I only use an eye cream when it's under makeup, so that way it just sits a little bit smoother on my under eyes and doesn't crease as much. But besides that, I don't wear eye cream to bed because I wake up looking hella puffy, so it just, I don't do it. I don't do it. Sue me. Sue me. On an evening that I'm short on time, where I'm just really tired, I'll take a thick, occlusive moisturizer that I like, that I feel like is replenishing, so that way it really locks in the moisture that I've just put into my skin. But if I do have some extra time, I really like to gua sha, and I hope I'm not saying that wrong, because I've heard it pronounced gua sa, and maybe I'm saying it wrong both ways, but for now we're just gonna call it gua sha. Which is just like traditional Chinese practice of massaging your face. And I use this really expensive, it's not like, to people with a lot of money, it's not that expensive, but I invested in this. This is the Lanshin Pro sculpting tool, and it has like little bumpies here on the side. This is completely unnecessary. This is completely unnecessary, but I don't want to hear it in the comments or anywhere, because I knew what I was buying. I wanted this. I treated myself. You can use any gua sha or your hands if you don't want to buy this, which is totally reasonable. One of my friends said you could even use a spoon, but I just like this. I like this, I wanted it, so I really like jojoba oil, any oil that is really lightweight. I don't fuck with castor oil because that shit feels like glue. So basically I just applied this oil, a thin layer of oil, all over my chest, my neck, my face, and the back of my neck, so that way my gua sha isn't ripping at my skin. Sweetie, I am 20 years younger after I gua sha my face. I am a ripe 3 years old. Lansheen actually has some really great videos on their YouTube about how to gua sha your face and other areas like your neck or your chest. So that way you can have like ultimate relaxation, and I don't want to go too deep into what those techniques are in this video because I don't want to get sued. So I'm just going to insert some clips of me using this so you guys can get an idea for what this is if you've never heard of it. And this is pretty much my final step. I'm gonna link all of the skincare products that I used in the description down below, as well as the link to my last video, 10 things to do in SoCal. If you want to check that out, it would be greatly appreciated. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you like this video, if you want to see more content. It really helps me out and I really appreciate it. And that is all for my go to bed with me skincare routine. Right about now, I lotion my body, but y'all cannot be around for that. So